at the beginning, when Amanda and I first started our relationship, I made it a point that diabetes was going to be a part of our relationship. It was not going to be something that I hid or kept secret from Amanda, because that's just not how relationships should work. And one thing I told her early on was that it wasn't a matter of if there would come a time that I would need a little bit of help because of a low blood sugar, and I told her that it was when. The question was when I would need that help, and kind of prepped her for things to look for and how that situation might happen, and how she could react and how she could best help me in that situation.
Right. And I remember one of the first times that it was truly felt like an emergency for me that something bad was happening. We were actually eating dinner, or waiting to eat dinner at a restaurant. And I looked over at Martin, and he just didn't seem right. And I could tell he was having trouble focusing and hearing what I was saying. And I basically just was like, "Are you going low?" And I don't even think you could talk at that point. Things were just not going right. So what was great was I had glucose tabs on a keychain that I had right there, and so I was able to quickly move into action and get him those. But I remember it was funny because I said, "Oh, he needs orange juice." I was like recalling Steel Magnolias or something. I said he needs orange juice, and the restaurant didn't have any orange juice. And so I was kind of freaking out about that. And so, giving him glucose tabs to make sure he got back up. And after the fact, when you're all winding down afterwards, he was like, "Doesn't just have to be orange juice. It can be Coke or anything with sugar."
Yeah, it was funny that in that situation, through the panic of that first low, I remember I wasn't able to talk. I was only able to really kind of stare at Amanda awkwardly to try to get her attention. And I remember when Amanda was in a hurry to open the glucose tabs, and glucose tabs were sort of flying everywhere from the table, and there was a table next to us that had their dogs there, and of course the dogs wanted to eat the glucose tabs, and
I got a little extra sugar that day.
So it was, in hindsight, it's comical. At the time, it's a little jarring.